Okay, so we have our beautiful bronze turkey here, and the first thing that we want to achieve is we want to cut the cooking time down. There's no need for the turkey to be in the oven for hours on end. What I like to do is go down through the wings, because I think you can keep the wings back for the gravy. Wonderful gravy you can make with the turkey wings, and you'll get more flavour out of them in their raw state. Now, what you'll see is as I'm doing this, I cut through. If you can just snap the bone quite easily, and you can remove that bit of the wing. Okay, so now we have the opportunity to take the legs off of the turkey. Now with the legs, a lot of people get scared of this. At the end of the day, a butcher would do this if you asked them nicely, but it might be something that you want to do at home. Quite simply, we cut through just there, and just think of it as a larger chicken leg really. We just use our knife, and at this point here, as I've cut through the skin, keeping the breast intact, I just pull the leg back, and you can see the little ball and socket joint opens like so, and then I run my knife down through there and remove a leg. It's as easy and as simple as that. There really is nothing much to it. We'll go again on the second one. You can see where the skin is attached to the breast, and I run through with my knife, being very cautious not to disturb the breast meat, and I cut down and around, and at this point I'm looking at opening up the ball and socket joint, a little bit of force on that, and then cut down. And that leg, second leg of the turkey, is removed like so. I'm now left with what we call the turkey crown. So with the legs removed and the wings removed, it just leaves me just to snap off the parson's nose. This is a great piece of the bird for making your own stock. All you would need to do is trim off some of the little bits of fat and skin, but by all means put that into a pan and make a great turkey stock with it. Now, we have our crown of turkey, and the idea behind this next technique is not only does it cut down the cooking time, because obviously the main part of a turkey is trying to get in and cook it where this point here, where the legs are, that's where it takes the oven so long for the heat, for the impact of the heat of the oven to get that hot. So we've automatically already cut the cooking time down. Now what we want to do is make this the most moist, juicy turkey that you've ever eaten at Christmas. Now to achieve that, okay, this does look a bit strange, but it's worth the effort. What you need to do is remove a little bit of the excessive skin, and then with your fingers, you just need to start pushing the skin, and you can see as my hand goes right up there, okay, you just start literally releasing the skin from the meat. So it goes up like that over one of the breasts, and then on the second one, we do it again, and it goes over, and you can see that although I'm not piercing the skin, I am in fact releasing it, and that's a natural cavity now for me to push that beautiful thyme and onion butter underneath. So what we're about to do now is obviously get the butter under the skin and into that cavity, okay? So quite simply, go into the bowl with your soft butter, and it gets a bit messy this, but you know, it is Christmas and we want to make sure that we maximise the flavour of this turkey. So I think a bit of mess is good actually. And look, just get it under there, all under. You'll actually physically see the butter under the skin, but the skin just acts as this perfect little casing really. And if you can imagine all of the butter melting as this turkey cooks, and it's melting over what is predominantly seen as the driest piece of the turkey, which is the breast meat. And in a way then, all that's doing is keeping it beautifully moist through the cooking process. So this turkey is pretty much ready. The last thing is to cover it completely with smoked streaky bacon. Now remember, everything we're showing you is about trying to keep this turkey beautiful and moist on Christmas Day. The next thing I'm going to show you is a little nice trick that we do, where we take some beautiful smoked streaky bacon and just cut off the rind. It actually makes the next stage much easier if the rind is removed. Now, pop your bacon in between a bag, a freezer bag, a piece of baking parchment paper or something like that. And with a rolling pin, as you roll, you will make the bacon much thinner. So we go like that, and can you see immediately, just with a very light roll on the rolling pin, that our bacon is completely thinned out. Now the idea behind this is to completely cover the turkey with very thin bacon. You can remove it when it's gone crispy and serve it as part of the garnish for your turkey, so it doesn't have to stay on through the whole of the cooking. But with the intense heat of the bird going into the oven at first, and that sort of shock factor of the turkey going into the oven, what you tend to do is you protect it. You protect the skin from burning, you protect the turkey from drying out, and ultimately with a really, really good quality smoked streaky bacon, you end up with a fantastic flavour going into the bird as well. So you literally just wrap your turkey up looking something like that. Now that bird is absolutely ready now to go into the oven to be cooked.